Hey guys, Corbin from Echo AVU, Grand Prairie, Alberta.
Dalen with Audio Designs in Fort McMurray, Alberta.
Decibels and Dialogue, baby.
It's your boys.
We're
here.
We're out in Arizona, and
Yeah.
so if you guys have been wondering kind of what's been going on with the most recent episode, we've been trying to plan some time and get together and really just kind of lay out the next episode. We've been busy, and obviously with the training we've got right now, we're at Master Tech 2026, the 5th year, and it's been pretty great so far. I mean, getting out of the winter has probably been my favorite part about it so far.
70-degree swing.
It's pretty wild, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing all the people that I've met over the years as well too has been fantastic. Meeting new people, seeing all the vendors, meeting all the new reps, and seeing a lot of really cool gear that's coming out in our future.
You get a little bit of sneak peek on some stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And getting out and seeing everybody, especially if it's been like, a year, or more.
It's been a couple years for me,
a couple
sure.
years, right?
Yeah.
Because I was at last year's, so I'm seeing people I haven't seen in 1 year, meeting new people, right? And it's good. Like we chatted about it in one of our previous episodes, where it's good to get out and
do these kinds of things.
Get network.
Even if it's something that you already know, it's nice to have a little refresh or to kind of get a different take or someone else's side on it, because we do this stuff all day, and sometimes we get kind of out of our practice. I mean, even if we were like in our head, we're like, oh yeah, I've been doing this way for how long? Well, maybe sometimes you forget a step, and it's nice to have a little refresher, right?
And there's always things changing that can maybe finesse or add finesse to your practices, right?
Just really taking it to that next level and just making sure that, you're still on par with everything. It's like, oh yeah, I haven't done that for a while. And that was like something that you like, in the back of your head, you're like, I should have been doing that, just the workflow, like making sure it's like going in the right steps and you're not skipping it, right? Because I mean, like I said, sometimes we get so used to doing things where you kind of fall out of it. Or if you don't do something for so long, then you really don't remember how to do it, because then you try to get back into it.
Complacency can kick in, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's like my grandfather always told me, you get most accidents, like vehicle accidents, happen within a kilometer of your house.
Right, I've heard that my entire life.
Because you get complacent to your local area, right? You don't pay as much attention when you're getting close to home. And to this day, I have underground parking. And no matter when I get to underground parking, because people can come the fuck out of nowhere, right? So you're just like, oh, look over here.
Did you get into an accident in the underground parking?
That was the door came down.
Still, the door came down on Dalen.
That's not my fault. That was the building. The door broke and came down.
I think it's still the sense of it. It can happen.
It can happen, exactly. Yeah, it can happen. So no matter what, it can. We were already going through. We were halfway through, and then right onto the roof.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, guys. I wish they wrote that piece of shit off, but they didn't. Anyways,
can't win them all.
But yeah, that's we're here. I know it's been a while. Apologies, everybody. But no, it's been good to see. I mean, I haven't seen this guy in 7 months. 8 months?
Yeah, 7-8 months.
June, July.
July.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
That's a new month that
I think
you guys
it was
don't
June.
know about.
But yeah, either way, it's still nice to get together. I mean, obviously we're in similar markets. We do very similar jobs, and we're interested in a lot of the same things. So I mean, it's nice for us to kind of be able to spitball after a course or something like that. After we get out of it, like, hey, did you pick up anything different maybe that I did, or
and with other people? Not like you do the same thing with other demographics, and you'll actually find that we are not as different
as the rest of the country.
Yeah, there's a
North America.
You'll find that it's not as different. Sure, there is 100%. There's different like one guy we were chatting with. I can't remember his name. I think it was Andrew, Mike Hungerford. Andrew. He was with Mike. Their demographic. I told him, like, for myself. The nearest Mercedes, Porsche, BMW dealership is almost 4 hours. Well, depends on how fast you drive. 4.5 to 5 hours away. Let's say if you're going the speed limit, right? So Fort McMurray, Edmonton. You're in GP.
We don't have one.
You don't have one? No, and that's what I thought.
Edmonton,
exactly.
Edmonton is the closest.
Is how long for you guys?
About 5-6 hours.
5-6 hours. Yeah, exactly.
So that means there's no Audi.
Nope.
And I mean, we have a Volkswagen. But
do you?
Yeah, we
Nice.
have a Volkswagen.
Oh,
We don't have an
that's
Audi,
nice.
and they're not Audi certified.
Yep.
So no Mercedes, no Volvo, none of those.
None of that.
Nothing.
No. Yeah. And like the vehicles are there, right? And that's all great. But I think when you're in that market, you'll find people are less not excited, or they're less motivated to get an upgrade because if something happens because of the stigma,
you don't have a dealer.
You don't have a dealer, and then the tow costs X amount of dollars, and then they're worried, and then blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I know Volvo is really good. I think Volvo, if something happens, they will send a truck to you.
Yeah.
We were
Kind of got like a
talking-
roadside assistance.
They
thing,
do,
you know, that'll
and
tow
it
you
does
up to a
not
certain amount
matter
of time.
where you are. They're
Yeah.
actually really good with that. We test drove a couple Volvos, and when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's actually really cool. But anyways, so I think there's that stigma. But what my point was for him, he had every single dealership plus dealerships I had never heard of before.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name.
Rivian,
Lucid. Rivian and Lucid, but there's another one. I think he said it was Korean electric car.
Oh, the new ones that have just came. I can't remember.
I don't know if I can't remember.
You know, I was actually looking into
if
those.
I remember it, I'll like plop it into the video.
They make like hypercars.
Yeah.
They make a ridiculous hypercar that has like 3,000 horsepower.
Yeah, something stupid. But anyway, they have all of these like right there.
Yeah.
But they also do a ton of trucks, right? Like it's still truck country for them, but they just happen to have, McLaren, right? Like all, Ferrari, right? Lamborghini, like they have anything. I think he said there was Bugatti as well.
Oh, I see. It's wild.
Yeah, he said there was literally everything. I'll have to find out where they were. I'll have to link with Mike. But but even then, with all the luxury market that they had, he said, we still see more F-150s than these cars,
North America.
but they still see those cars, right? Whereas for us, I explained to him, I was like, we have these cars here, but they're just not as keen to do the upgrades, I think, because of that stigma.
Well, it could even potentially be just maybe a lot of them lease them.
Sure.
That they're not keeping them, or
they're
like you said, they're not as keen for doing the upgrade because they're trading it in every 4 to 5 years at that point, and then maybe they just don't want to kind of go through the whole spiel every time they change it, or whatever's in the back of their mind. Right? There's always something that's kind of keeping them from doing that. But I think that having the dealership also kind of sucks because then there's just not that many of them around. But like you said, we have Ford F-150s, GMC Sierras all day long. And I mean
all day long. And the funny thing with the dealer that in Ken Ward's training. So Corbin and I have been in the hi-fi workflow training.
EV Evolution.
EV Evolution was the not main education, but that was the elective.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing. Are you in the 3D print lab one?
I'm
no.
You're leaving
early.
I depending on the time, I'm going to try and hit into that
one.
And then versus because I'm signing up to the EV twice.
Right, we got to figure that out. But anyway, so main tracks I think for us was hi-fi and sales.
Oh, right. We still have that for tomorrow.
We have sales for tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. With Dan Bowman.
Dan Bowman, Beauty. And
Beauty.
We're definitely excited for that. I mean, myself I want to do more sales. You've been in sales for, I can't remember how long, but way too long. 14 years.
Quite a while.
Yeah, long time in sales, whereas myself is like half that time.
Yeah. But
half that time,
you've learned extremely fast.
And then half that time was not really sales, it was installation, not including all the DIY years, and then install professionally, slowly transitioned into sales, install owner, blah, blah, blah.
It's crazy how fast the time goes. Like,
it is. I don't think 7 years is that long, and everybody's like, that's a long time. I'm like, fuck, it did not feel like it.
Well, I was talking to Mike, and he was like, man, I haven't seen you since when? And I was thinking about it, I'm like, I think it was 2017. I mean, that's 9.
Mike Hungerford?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like 9 years, dude. Like, I was a baby. And then, Ray West. Like, I met Ray West when I was extremely young as well, too, and I hadn't seen him for a few years. So, I mean, like, once again, just really nice to connect with those guys. Big names, very intelligent people. Like, I mean, the EV Evolution with Tony Diamore and Ray West, I mean, that was really cool. I mean, not that we have a lot of those EVs in where we're located, but the technology
that they're using for even just the hybrid, right?
Yeah,
like the
Toyotas,
the EQ boost,
Mercedes
on Mercedes, right? It's always good to know Audi, right?
Well, and to be prepared if anything like that comes to us. Like,
correct.
If I get a guy because there are Teslas in GP, so I mean, if a guy comes in, it's like, hey,
same
at
with
least
us.
We have the way to approach it. We kind of have a better understanding and a better idea of what
exactly
versus just kind of jumping into it
and
blindly.
Access to the product that's not gonna fuck up your car.
Yeah, which, I mean, we learned how to unbrick it, which is nice. Thanks,
exactly.
Ray.
Thanks, Ray. But what I was saying with Ken Ward earlier and about the dealers, like vehicle dealerships, was the TSB with GM.
GM on the
right, where they said the way they word it is aftermarket audio will kill your factory cruise control. Your super cruise, right? Your super cruise. So no, you're fully hands free. It'll yell at you. To do whatever, and it was like it's like it will kill it. It's like it's 100%.
If it's done wrong.
Well, that's what he said.
Right.
The way they word it is this is a definitive. Like if you do anything to this, you are at fault. This is your fault. This is
so
your
it's
problem.
like auto manufacturers are trying to like
they're
attack us.
Yeah,
and I mean like even the other day too, I read I can't remember who it was. It was on one of the forums, and then it kind of came up in conversation one night when we were chatting with Dan. Like Turkey, they're like banning all automotive audio upgrades.
Yeah.
Like even putting in an amplifier, and it doesn't even have to be like an excessive noise complaint. It's like a finable offense. You lose your vehicle.
Correct.
You lose
if they know
your
it's
license.
like there.
Yeah.
I think we chatted about that because we were chatting with Peter Steinbacher about how their approach on installation is, super crazy,
super modified,
right? Super modified. They are not afraid to cut away the car. Now, not integrity of the car, but if it's a thin single layer sheet metal, I mean, get rid of it.
They're using every little thing they can to
correct
to gain from it.
I agree. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But for them, like in Germany, like it's a little more restricted. In the UK, it's not so bad, I guess. And then that's where that came up, where fucking Turkey.
Yeah.
They're like, no, screw you.
I don't even understand that. Like, what?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true. I don't. If
Yeah.
anyone's listening that has any insight, I mean, feel free to let us know, because it would be interesting to know.
I'm not going to worry about it.
Either am I. I just want to know. It's kind of a fun. It's one of those like Corbin knowledge things.
It's
just like
is
even if it doesn't
interesting
come
to
up,
know.
I like
I
having it in
agree.
the back of my head.
I agree. Yeah. If I learn it in passing knowledge, I'm like, okay, but I'm not going to seek it because it might just make me mad, and then I don't want North Americans to search it.
Yeah, and then it
starts to happen here.
I don't think that would ever happen.
I don't think so either. But I mean,
world.
you know how the world is changing. I mean, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that. But I'm sure there's ways around it. I mean, if it is true, or ways to, I don't know. Well, like Peter said himself, like if you do it in a way that's clean, it's hidden. It's like, if you're doing a IB enclosure in the rear of the vehicle and you're in an area where they're going to look under the vehicle. Like in my car, if you look under, you'll see the whole cutout. You'll see the nuts and bolts. Like you'll see the panel for the steel mesh.
See it. Right, because the mesh covers it, doesn't it? Isn't there
No, the mesh covers it, but I mean, you see the frame that I've bolted into.
Yeah,
so like you can
enough.
look at it, and I mean, if you don't know what you're looking for, you wouldn't get it. Like you wouldn't be like, okay, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
It might look a little off,
Yeah.
right? Because you got all these bolts going through and nuts, and you're like, what is this? It looks like I can unbolt it and like pull it out.
Yeah.
So maybe from like a non-mechanic or non-industry or whatever, you'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
But from either somebody who knows what the vehicle's supposed to look like that inspects the vehicles, they would see that and they're like, that's not manufacturer spec.
Yeah, absolutely.
They would see it. But what Peter was saying is if you in interior of the vehicle, because they're not pulling bumpers, they're not pulling wheels and wheel arch liners, like they're not doing that. So they're birds.
Squirrel.
They're not doing that. So like if you vent towards take the subfloor of like an SUV or trunk or whatever, right? And it's underneath a panel and you vent like this way,
that way
by the bumper,
and
cut the hole there, put the bumper back, right? Or not even have to pull the bumper at all, depending on how lucky you get.
Yeah.
Then
we move around it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like let's say there's an OEM equalizer vent there, right? And you can pull that out, make it larger, bolt something in, or not even necessarily bolt something in. Like you just have something that clips in, or whatever, right? Anyways, but then you won't even see it from the outside. You would have to remove the bumper, remove all the paneling, right, for them, and they're just inspecting,
which is good, because I mean that's
like the Mazda CX-30s they're doing. You look underneath, it's this big 18-inch cutout, right? Well, no, theirs is a box, but like it looks entirely.
They have those here, don't they?
No, the Mazdas aren't here.
They're not here?
They're Chicago. They're going to Expona. Is it Expona? Exponia? No, I think it's Expona. Expona, yeah. It's a show, and then they'll have both of those demo vehicles there for Audio Tech Fisher.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. Nice. I wanted to hear it so bad. I texted him, and I was like, "Are you driving here in the Mazda?" Like that would have been fun.
Shipped one here for me.
I really want to hear a vehicle that you built and tuned.
Yeah.
Right.
No, and that was really cool meeting him. I mean, he's
very.
just chock full of knowledge. He's
Yep.
very humble dude. He's pretty funny as well too.
Yep.
And
no filter.
No filter.
No,
he's
no
very,
bullshit.
very like
anybody
us.
who's followed him, he'll speak his mind and just be upfront about it.
Yeah.
And he will say, I don't understand it. I would never do it this way.
Yeah.
But he's here and he's just going through the motions, right? He has his way. We have our way. Well, I say we, but like North America as a whole, like it's different. Yeah, it's different. Same, but different.
Still cool for him to travel that far to be able to see us. I mean, yeah, that was definitely a highlight there that first night for us. We're like, okay, cool. this will be interesting to meet him. I know there's a big following on him just because of how different and how much he's changed that that world of things over there, right?
Yeah, and the people he's reached globally.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Right.
Like there's people in my town, northern Alberta, that know who he is,
Me too.
right? And it's kind of crazy. I mean, it's not like his content is like not that it's not well known, but it's not like
it's not
he's not a massive manufacturer.
No.
Now that he works at Audio Tech Fisher, but I mean it's crazy how far it
it's
traveled.
His growth is definitely exponential though.
Yeah.
Right. At the first little bit, like I'll be the first one to brag. I was an early adopter.
I was gonna say you've been following for a long time.
I'll be the first one to brag. I was an early adopter of the mindset.
Yeah.
Just I'm trying to build myself.
Yeah.
That way, and it's going to take some time because
for sure
a retail shop, doesn't make that
like
money.
Not even the same category.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're talking $80,000 to $100,000 bills, probably more.
Probably, right?
I mean,
like
the amount of labor and man hours and engineering
and it
that
shows.
goes, and it shows, right?
Yeah,
and,
it shows.
For those who don't know who we're talking about, Peter Steinbacher at PS Sound.
PS Sound, now Audio Tech Fisher.
Now Audio Tech Fisher. Yeah, I actually
Sound.
don't know what really happened with that. I'm guessing it's still a thing, kind of.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
What?
No, the video was posted on YouTube, so you can kind of
just
talk
with
about
PS Sound. I didn't know what.
Yeah, he's obviously still in it, but it's I don't know if I'll
back a little bit.
I don't know if I'll leave this in the video, but it is on YouTube, so I don't know. I don't care. He's
too late now. It's not like we're gonna go back and edit it.
I might. No, it's I don't think it's any secret. Like they have a YouTube video, so that's fine. I don't know why I thought it was on. It's not. It wasn't on the Patreon. We don't
need to dig into it. I wasn't really too sure what ended up happening. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know the story.
So basically, Eddie's there running the show.
Oh, okay.
And like Eddie can tune. Like if you watch their video, it's good. It explains it. Like Peter will just be less and less.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, though, he won't be building systems.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
What I heard was these two Mazdas were his last system as PS Sound.
Okay, cool. Nice.
But again, whatever changes, I mean, I could be completely wrong. That's just what I got from the video.
Yeah.
But I also haven't watched the most recent Patreon ones with the finished of the Mazdas because it was being weird when we were here. Like,
not to be rude, I'm just going to check the time, make sure we're good. Oh wow, it's 4:21.
It's 4:21.
We actually went a little bit longer than we were kind of going to. We were just trying to throw something out here just to kind of let you guys know what we've been doing and where we're at.
We literally said we would just riff.
Yeah.
It also took like 10 minutes to get the microphone
mics going because of course that's what happens when you're on a time crunch and you need to get it done.
I just had to insert it a little deeper.
Yeah.
It literally
wasn't plugged in all the way, and then we got it plugged in all the way, and then it worked. And we're like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, yeah, hey,
I was
no
like,
worries,
"This has never
guys.
happened to me
super
before."
Smart. Don't worry. Trust us with your vehicles, even though we can't get a fucking Bluetooth mic to work.
Just a bunch of idiots. Just a bunch of dumb car audio nerds.
So yeah, guys, we're just gonna go jump into our next courses, some night courses,
night classes.
Yeah,
night classes,
nightclubs,
some Phoenix nightclubs. Yeah.
So we'll try and update you guys here before we get the next episode out. We're still down here for the next couple days. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. I'll try my best to get back to you. Obviously, Dalen will do the exact same thing.
Flat out.
And I'm not sure when this will be posted. Maybe later tonight because today is the Friday. So I'm holding him to it because I said the date. So now it'll have to get posted soon because if you post it on a Monday and it's Friday, we're kind of screwed. So hopefully we got decent Wi-Fi or else it's going to take 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. But thanks for the patience with us, guys. And
cheers.
Decibels and Dialogue in Arizona.
We're out, baby. See you guys.
Oh, shit. Wicked.
Nice.
What a riff. That's so good.
Dude, it's it's easy for us. That's what I mean. Is like, and we can just throw this shit in here so we don't have to go back to the room.
Yeah.